I want you to ask yourself this question. Who are you creating with your daily habits? What do your daily habits reflect? Where are you putting your time and energy? Are you actively creating, building, and constructing an individual? Are you actively depleting? Are you actively destroying? Are you actively in a state of self-deprivation and you seek externalities to fix what the fuck is wrong with you? By seeking external validations to substances, you're validating yourself and your inadequacy. So understand that when you look at your hand and you look at your fingers and you look at your fingerprints, that fingerprint will be found in nowhere but your hands in the entire fucking cosmos. So that fingerprint that you have, you're so unique that there is no replica in the fucking entire cosmos, universe, omniverse. So before you sit there and be a fucking self-depleting organism by always seeking to fulfill yourself with the smoke, the drink, the porn, I mean, you guys are torn apart. You guys are inflicting self-deprivation, and it's very fucking obvious. So understand one thing. With the life that you live once, to compromise yourself every fucking day and to be a fucking failure in every metric of existence, to sit there and smoke away your life, to sit there and always entertain bullshit. I mean, if you entertain drama, then that's what the fuck you are. And so a lot of people like to complain, oh, the drama, I don't entertain the drama. But they sit there and complain about the drama. It's like you are the cause to that effect, you dumb bitch. So understand one thing. You only live once. Like, look in the mirror and understand you only live once. And to compromise the one existence, the potential, you have to understand the percentage of being born. I mean, it's like 0.000001. And you're going to sit here and talk about drama at work. You're going to sit there and work a job. You're not even creating your own fucking reality. So you're sitting there as a fucking dependable organism. I mean, you need a symbiosis to something else. So you are a dependable organism. So you're not even self-sustaining yourself. So that's another problem that you haven't even recognized, because you're such a self-depleting organism that you have so many layers to crack open within yourself to reveal to you how bad you actually are. And how bad you actually are failing at life. And to begin with the self-development is pretty simple. You open the journal, you write down all your habits, all the negative, all the positive. You remove all the negatives, you surplus and continue to multiply all the positives. You always watch where your time, energy, and attention is going, because where your time, energy, attention is going, that is what's growing. So before you sit there and complain about some shit that you've been feeding attention to this whole time, remember that you're a fucking dumb bitch for not solving the problem, and to sit there and complain about something you can easily solve instead of absolve and revolve around by feeding it attention all the time and then pretending like this shit has been growing for no reason. Like, you can sit there and water a plant all day and then be surprised when that shit's fucking tree. I mean, you can't just do that. Like, you have to have some common rationality. You have to have some sense that equate to the predicament that you're in. I mean, does your mental cognition not work? Is there something wrong with your brain? Is it unfixable to the point where you can't even recognize that when you put your attention into something, it's going to give you something back? And if you put your attention into something negative, well, you're going to get something negative in return. I mean, it's that fucking simple. I mean, the ignorance that, sits there and fosters and dwells in the modern human's mind. I mean, you have to understand that in the world, you have problem creators and problem solvers. And if you're not dissolving problems in your life, then you're most likely a problem creator. And if your habits reflect problems, so you are, investing your time, energy, and attention into drama, if you are investing your time, energy, and attention into the drinking, into the smoking, into the self-depleting relationships that are really meaningless, and you really just depend on each other for validation, it's all fake. It's all fake. I mean, you guys clearly hate each other. But until you recognize the fact that, you've been living a lie, and until you recognize the fact that the only truth is to create that best reality in the best image of self, to be impeccable, impenetrable, and the best version of self, and to be superior in conduct, and to show up every day for yourself, for your health. I mean, you're fat as fuck. When are you going to recognize the fact that you've been failing at life? You've been failing at being a fucking primate. That's level 1, bitch. When we look at self-development, what are you developing in and what are you not developing in? And when we realize you're an underdeveloped fucking primate, then we realize that there's a problem, and the problem is you, and to absolve that problem and to not create a solution to that by being healthy, by being sober, by being, all the things you want to be but can't be because you're a fucking failure. Well, yeah. I mean, when are you going to stop being a self-depleting organism? When are you going to start being a self-sustaining organism? I mean, there's only two paths, and the one you've been walking has not even been a path. It's a wandering in the dark. So how long are you going to continue to fail at being a fucking human? And, most of you are just well-domesticated primates. I mean, all you do is sit there, excrete, eat, and sleep. And work. Job, slave, broke, poor. So what the fuck are you going to do about it? Are you going to remain a fucking, whatever the fuck that concoction of I've been failing my entire life is? Or are you going to look in the mirror and realize that you have problems to solve and you're going to become the best version of yourself to solve every one of them? And it's very fucking simple. The habits. You start with the habits instead of seeking to feel better for being a fat, addicted bitch. By seeking validation from other people, how about you start validating yourself through your actions, through your conduct, through where you put your time, energy, and attention, to where you live off of. I mean, at this point, you guys are living off of this shit. I mean, if you don't have the vape, if we take away and subtract every negative habit in your life, you wouldn't even be able to operate and function like a rational fucking human. You would be so deprived, you would be in a self-inflicted state of deprivation that you wouldn't even know how to act rationally. I mean, you can't go a day without nicotine, you can't go a week without porn, you can't go a month without alcohol. That goes to reveal how much of a failure you are in existence, and just being a fucking primate, because, at the root of it, a monkey is sober and fit. If you're not sober and fit, you're failing at being a fucking monkey. So, I mean, guys, you can't let this continue this way. Self-development center in the description. One-on-one mindset coaching. One-on-one mentorship in the description. Subliminal subconscious reprogramming to rewrite your fucking mind, because all it's doing, I mean, you guys are walking around in filled egos. You have to understand that you are, the result of your life. And if you have no results in life, I mean, your ego is really not pulling out shit. You need to rewrite. You need to rewrite and you need to reprogram that fucking ego, because it fucking sucks. And, you continue to prove how much of a failure you are by indulging in the negative habits that you can overcome. I mean, it's very simple. You just stop doing it.